Whoa! Trade accepted. Joakim Kemmel is no longer a member of the Nashville Predators. With the first overall pick, the Nashville Predators select from the U.S. East, Joel Lavallee, baby. Welcome to Nashville. Bang! 83 overall. Woohoo! The Nashville Predators at number 5 select from the Halifax Mooseheads, Morgan Fontinos. Bang! There it is. 81 overall left wing playmaker. You've got to be shitting me, man. The second game of the season, I lose my second line center till January? F***ing hell, man. Oh my God. All right, Nashville, we are back. And it's time for us to continue our Year 5 regular season simulation with your Nashville Predators. And not a great start to the year with a record of 8-12-1 and a major injury to Mason McTavish, our second line center. You know, I had high hopes for this year. I have high hopes for this year and for next year. I thought we've opened up a Stanley Cup window, but I got to start to anticipate us missing the playoffs again. Hell, with the luck over the last 2 years, I wouldn't mind another first overall pick, right? But I'm not giving up on the year just yet. Now, I think I made a major mistake in the last video. The video went on for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I wanted to get a good month of simulating in. And that injury, I should have made line changes after, because they put Zachary Leroux at the second line center. I just put him in there. I thought we would be much better with a first line of Anisimov, Kempe, and Forsberg at +5. But it hasn't worked out that way. Zachary Leroux, a -10, and he's not only on the power play, on the penalty kill, but also the extra attacker. So as the general manager, I made a mistake simulating too far in the last video, and I'm hoping that we can still turn the season around. We're only 4 games below 500, and historically, our division has not been great. So let's make these line changes together, right? Now, I had some people suggesting, John, why don't you bring up somebody from the AHL? I don't want to do that. I know there are better players in the AHL than Zachary Leroux. The thing is, this coach, Gail Gordon, for the AHL, he's our guy of the future. And I want to make sure he has one more good year so that he turns into a bona fide NHL coach. The way you do that is have him be the best coach in the AHL, which is why we've stacked it. So I'm not bringing up anyone from the AHL, all right? I have a different mindset for this year. The Stanley Cup window is open, but if it doesn't happen, so be it. We're growing some young players like Fotinos and Lavallee. I got his name right now. It's Lavallee and Fotinos, baby. And also, of course, our franchise, Ukraine Wayne, Maxim Anisimov. So let's make some of these line changes. I've been talking with the Twitch scouts. We've already gone ahead with some strategies. We're going to talk about this stuff right here. So the second line, we're going to move Philip Tomasino. Our best guy when it comes to offensive awareness and defensive awareness. It's actually kind of underrated, but I think that's good for the simulation. We'll get him back at center. Can't really win faceoffs, but that's all right. And I'm going to move Alex Tuch up to that second line. So there you go. The top 6 looks a lot better. Now, I don't want Leroux here, because I still want to make sure that Lavallee and Fotinos have a really good simulation. That's why we got Tuch for that third line, right? Now, we're losing a little bit of a chemistry there, and we're getting a much worse player. I don't like that whatsoever. And I was doing some messing around with the lines. If we bring up Cameron Ramsey to that third line, it's a worse player, but all of a sudden, Lavallee and Fotinos now get the +5 chemistry, which can only help their development. Again, I'm thinking more about the development of the young players while also still trying to have a good season. If we don't have a good season, so be it. But Anisimov at +5 and our 2 younger guys down here at also a +5, that's good for development. And that leaves our fourth line, Järventie, Draper, and Leroux. And when I look at this team, I see a good team on paper, but honestly, in our bottom 6, we have 5 players who are not NHL ready. Cameron Ramsey is an other forward. Leroux is a depth forward. Draper is a minor league scoring forward. Järventie is a depth forward, and even Fotinos is not even a fourth liner yet. He's a depth forward. All right, Lavallee is a third line scoring forward, so he's legit. But the other 5 out of 6 are not even really NHLers. Now, this is going to pay off in the future when these guys jump because of this season. But we need to I guess, have more realistic expectations of this year. Yes, we have some good players, but we're also developing some players, right? Defensively, I love Victor Hedman at +5 with Kovalev. I love our blue line. I'm going to leave that the way it is. Power play, I love the +5. We're going to leave that the way it is. But here's another mistake. I take out Mason McTavish, and look, Zachary Leroux becomes my first line or my second line center on the power play. Unacceptable. And that's my fault, ladies and gentlemen. Nashville, I do apologize for that. So what we're going to do is, because Joel, I know he's got the one-timer. How many goals does he have on the power play this year? He's only got 2 power play goals in 21 games played, but he also has the X factor of skilled up, the great lacrosse moves all alone and make it snappy. So I want to put him at the center position. Maybe get a few breakaways. Maybe he can work behind the net. Maybe he can roll out to the left side along the goal line and get his one-timer right there. I'm going to try him in his center position and just see how we simulate, right? I'm going to move Tomasino up instead of Leroux, and I'm going to take Leroux out of there, and I'm going to throw in Alex Tuck. All right, so that should make our power play a little bit better. Now I'm just wondering, Tuck. You know what? Let me put, you know what? I have 2 snipers up. Let me put Tolvanen on the point. Let me put Tuck right there. Yeah, there you go. Tolvanen can bomb them from the point, and Fotinos can pass it into Tolvanen. So there you go, all right? So there's our second line power play. 4-man power play, we're going to leave Lavallee and Forsberg with Anisimov. On the second line power play, there's Leroux again. Oh, that was such a mistake. It's all on me, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the general manager. That's my mistake. Video was going long, and I just wanted to get a good simulation in, and it's just, damn it. I really regret that decision right there. But we're going to put Ty Smith on the second line power play, all right? And even, you know what I'm thinking here as well? You know what I'm thinking? Instead of Fotinos on the second line power play, because he's 81, we got to start winning. Let's get Adrian Kempe in there. All right, 85, two-way forward. He's got that snipe, but Fotinos is already getting his 5v5 power play and his third line with +5. Let's not overdo it, and let's make sure to play our best players where we need to so that we start simulating better. Penalty kill. All right, so I was looking at our penalty kill numbers. They're not horrible, but they're nowhere near the top of the NHL. I think Draper and Ramsey are going to be great for the future. But for right now, the chemistry is not enough. Like, Ramsey would be an 80 overall. Draper would be like, what, an 82 overall? I'm going to do something that a lot of people might disagree with. Anisimov is our future. I'm going to make him a penalty killer as well. He's going to do it all. 5v5. Power play, and penalty kill. Now, I've made this point to you guys before. I think he's a future Selke candidate. I don't think he's going to win Selkes just automatically, right? But I've seen players, playmakers, win the Selke in the past, like a Connor McDavid. And when you look at his individual advanced analytics, he hits, he blocks shots, and he takes the puck away way more than he gives it away. All right, he's a smooth skater. He can win faceoffs. I want this guy getting the chance to get shorthanded goals and shorthanded points as well. So I'm putting him out there. And I'm putting him out there with Philip Forsberg. We're losing a +5. In fact, we're going to lose a +3 as well because I'm taking Kovalev out and I'm putting Ty Smith. What I'm sacrificing for the penalty kill is 3 points of chemistry, but I'm utilizing way better players. All right, so that is the decision that I'm making there. The second line penalty kill it can be the young guys, Draper, Ramsey, Kovalev, and Foote. And then the third line penalty kill, I'm going to go like a goal-scoring one. We're going to go with Tomasino, because he's got that great defensive awareness, and we're going to go with Tolvanen. All right, we're going to play our guys on the penalty kill here. We need some help. We need some good overall, and that's what we're going to go with. All right, so Draper and Ramsey, they're still getting some penalty kill time. They get the +3, but they're protected by the better players. All right, 3-man penalty kill, Anisimov, Kovalev, and Hedman. I'm going to take Kovalev out of there, and I'm going to get Ty Smith in unless no, the chemistry drops. Never mind. Chemistry drops. Leroux on the set 3-man penalty kill. No, I'm going to get Tomasino in there. Anyone wondering why I get Tomasino? Again, take a look at Tomasino's defensive awareness, 93. I can't go wrong with that. We're losing some chemistry, so be it. And then Kempe with Norlinder and Fabro. All right, sounds good to me. Extra lines, Forsberg, Anisimov, Kovalev, and Hedman. I'm going to get Kovalev out of there, and I'm going to get Ty Smith in. Anywhere where chemistry doesn't matter, I want to play the best players that I have. Tomasino, Tolvanen, Kovalev, and Foote, yeah. And then Fotinos, Lavallee, Norlinder, and Fabro. That looks good. 3-on-3 lines. There shouldn't be any issues here. Tomasino, Tolvanen, yep. And then the extra attackers, I think this was a major issue as well. The extra attacker becoming Zachary Leroux instead of it being Philip Tomasino, that probably contributed to a few more losses on the year right there. All right, so with a few line changes, and I'm hoping that Askarov has a much better year, but this is his first chance of being the starting goaltender as well. So when you look at our bottom six and those 5 players that I was talking about, when you look at our first line, Ukraine Wayne in his sophomore year, Yaroslav Askarov, his first year as a starting goaltender, I think it would be a little bit premature to start saying, oh, Stanley Cup window is open. I think that should be a goal for us. We should have that as our ceiling that we're trying to reach, but we should also be realistic about our expectations of this young team. We're playing so many young players, and we're trying to figure it all out, while at the same time, almost an interim head coach that I'm not a big believer on because of his coaching influence, and we're waiting for our AHL head coach to get a little bit better. So we're kind of in Tweenersville right now, but I'm still not giving up on the season. I'd like to see what we get. So there are the line changes that we're going to make. I've already done the scouting report. I want to make sure, hang on a second, settings. I didn't change anything when we were doing the setup. Did we twitch? Hang on. Injuries are still on. Goalie rotations, they're still, okay, just making sure. Sorry, I get nervous sometimes. And then also what we have to worry about is contract extensions. So, you know how I talked about the Stanley Cup window being 2 years? That's because Anisimov, Ukraine Wayne, has 2 more years on his rookie contract. We have to give him a big boy contract in 28-29. So I really don't want to sign anyone that I know I don't want to keep past that date. So that's why we went with Victor Hedman with the 1-year extension. But I was talking to the Twitch fans about, like, what about a guy like Ty Smith? He's clearly our second best defenseman. Victor Hedman, if he retires in the next year or two, he's going to be our best defenseman. Should we sign this guy? He wants 5 years at $7 million. It's a little bit much. The Twitch fans were disagreeing we should do it. Or disagreeing with me that, because I wanted to do it, they were saying, no, don't do it. They also have Dante Fabro in there, Kovalev that we signed, or that we traded for, and he's got a +5 with Hedman. He wants a lot of money as well, but that might not be that bad, but I just don't know if this guy's going to grow. He might cap out at 84, 85 overall, and then you could get him a little bit cheaper if you just go slower with it. It's his medium elite potential that I think is really driving up the price right now. And I think what we all agreed with is, let's just start simulating. Let's get another month in and determine whether or not we're going to turn the season around, or if it's going to be another year where we miss the playoffs. If we miss the playoffs, then we can trade guys like Ty Smith and Dante Fabro, maybe pick up some prospect defensemen, and just go into free agency with more cap and a worse regular season record for the draft, right? If we start to turn the year around and we know that this is a good team, then we can extend a few of those guys, all right? So we're not going to do the extensions right now. We're going to do that later. I've already assigned the scout. I'll show you guys quickly the draft class of the upcoming year. Still got to unlock a few of them, but Samuelson, Gunderson, some snipers. Jeffrey Esposito, a power forward. Don't know his potential just yet, but this was one of the things we've been waiting for in the draft right now. We covered our top line with Fotinos and Lavallee, so we technically don't need the power forward, but you know, we've been pretty lucky with the draft lottery the last couple of years, and not only do we have our first overall pick, or our first round pick, we have the Boston Bruins and the Edmonton Oilers. This is the last year where we have multiple first rounders before it goes back to normal. Obviously, we're not having a great season so far. 8-12-1. That could be a good pick. The Oilers, they're 14-6-1, so I don't expect them to be having a bad year. And the Bruins are 13-8-2. So if both those teams make the playoffs, again, just depth picks that we can continue to add to our team. But like I said, the future is bright. We just got to have realistic expectations here, all right? So I'm hoping that we can get a good month in of simulating. Mason McTavish is going to be back on the 18th of January, so somewhere around here. He might come back a little bit earlier. We already counted out the days. We got like 14 games here in the month of December. I'd like to win at least like 8 or 9 of them, right, with a few overtime losses in there, so we can turn this season around. So let's go week by week. Our AHL team is 13-3-0. Our NHL team 8-12-1. With the new line changes, yeah, let's take it week by week here, all right? Game up against the New York Islanders on the road, and that's a 6-4 loss. So again, realistic expectations. If we're not a good team this year, then we're just not a good team. I'm not going to go crazy. And we can also try some experiments with the lines. Like, I can bring up Lavallee and Fotinos on the first line just to see how these guys play. All right, next week we got 4 games. Carolina twice. We got Washington. We got Boston in there as well. Regulation loss, shootout loss, regulation loss, and then we beat the Boston Bruins. All right, so 9-15-2. Yeah, it does not look like we're going to be a good team this year. Frustrating, right? Because 290s on the first line with +5, and then a 94 overall defenseman with a +5. Still just not good enough. And I wonder, I don't know if it's my goaltending or it might just be all the younger players that we are playing right now. Well, hang on a second. We just... Nashville player Cameron Ramsey has been injured with a sore hip. His estimated return is December 29th, 2026. All right, let me replace the player and quickly stop the simulation. Yeah, okay. Well, we've just won 4 in a row. So he's coming back on the 29th. I got another injury I got to deal with, but I want to make sure that I deal with it right now, all right? So Philip Forsberg, 30 points in 29 games played. That's good. What's Anisimov doing for me? 12 goals, 17 assists, 29 points in 29 games played. There you go, Anisimov, and they got their plus-minus back to 0. Yeah, so now we got this. LaValle, 15 goals in 30 games. Gonna be a 40-goal scorer in his first year? Holy crap. How do I get like a good +3? Okay, I can get Yarventi. Let's move Yarventi up, and then we'll just have LaRue. There you go. Evangelista and Draper can play the left. There you go. All right, so those are the changes that I'll make right there. Power play. Who did I lose again? I lost Ramsey. He's not on the power play. He's on the penalty kill. He's on the second line penalty kill. What do I got? Evangelista. All right, so the second line penalty kill, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch it up. Tomasino and Tolvanen are going to get second line penalty kill time. All right, with Kovalev, and that'll push back Draper and Evangelista. In fact, you know what? I'm not going to go Evangelista. I'm going to go Kempe. He's a two-way forward. He can kill off some penalties for me. There you go. We're running with our top guns here on the penalty kill. Don't care. Don't care. If you got a problem with it, don't care. Goaltenders, Askarov. Get that save percentage up there, my man. Jesus. All right, so there was the quick change. Ramsey, they said he'd be back on the 29th, so it's not that long. But look at this. We're on a little bit of a winning streak here. 4 games in a row. I don't know what to make of this team. Twitch, what do you guys think? Are we good or are we bad? Started off the sim with 4 losses in a row, and now we've just won 4 in a row. So 4-4 with an overtime. So 4-3-1. I wanted to go 8 wins out of the 14 games. Like, okay, we're on pace, kind of. We're on pace. We're mid. We're bad. Mid. Yeah, mid. You guys might be right. Mediocre. Let's just see what this winning streak continues. Like Chicago. Real-time sim? Real-time sim. Let's take a look at the Chicago Blackhawks here. 18-5. What was it? 18-8-5 for the Chicago Blackhawks. View lines. Let me see. Obviously, we all know the big story around the Chicago Blackhawks, trading away Joakim Kemmel, UC Saros. So Kemmel is there playing with Anze Kopitar and John Tavares. Kemmel, I told you, your situation has gotten so much better. Why are you angry at me? I put you on a team where you can actually produce. What's he doing? He's got himself 23 points in 31 games played. It's a +6. Way to go, Kemmel. Good job. I'm actually happy for him. I am. Defensively, Korchinski, Gustafsson. What about UC Saros? 9-7. Oh, it's always like that. Goaltending is the bane of my existence in GM mode, man. The computers get it. I do not. All right, so let's just have some fun. Let's get into a real-time simulation. This might be a team that in the future we face off against in the playoffs, so let's get a playoff-type simulation. Victor Arvidsson, the former Nashville Predator. My God, how many former Predators are on the freaking Chicago Blackhawks? Anze Kopitar with a power play goal. Damn it, I should have kept the real-time simulation going. This is going to break up our 4-game winning streak. No! Askarov, you pile of garbage. There you go, Ty Smith. I told you we should. Tolvanen, just like. Oh my God, the Nashville Predators. They storm right back at the end of the first period, baby. Ty Smith with 251, Tolvanen with 2, and Alex Tuck with 105. All right, we got a game. We got a game, ladies and gentlemen. Power play. Short-handed goal for Tolvanen. The penalty kill changes by putting the better players on there. I got some goal support on the PK. Tolvanen comes through in the clutch. Way to go, boys. Oh, my God. We were down 3-0. We're up 4-3. It's freaking working. 6 minutes left. Kempe. Adrian Kempe. 5v5 goal. Way to go, Anisimov and Forsberg. I just need you guys to be plus players. I don't need a 100-point season or anything like that. I just want Anisimov's growth to be consistent. Cal Foote picked him up in free agency. Great job. Power play. Anisimov. Power play goal. Victor Arvidsson gets them back within 3. Nashville just took off. Take that, UC Saros. Evangelista. Man, is there going to be any players on our team that don't get any points this game? Tolvanen again? Oh my god, a 9 spot on the Chicago Blackhawks. And GM Superb Man is an absolute genius. Who got the better end of that trade? Philip Tomasino with 10! And that's a 10-4 victory for Nashville, ladies and gentlemen. YouTube, look at Twitch, they're going crazy right now. Saros was in the net for the last goal. They pulled Thompson in the third after 9 to give it to Saros. Oh my god. That is funny. That is good. Nashville stats. Who had the game? 5 points for Tolvi. Oh my god. Can I just get a little bit of support in both the YouTube comments and the Twitch chat? Like, Tolvanen was the better sniper than Joakim Kemmel, right? I don't care about age. 5 years young. I don't care about any of that. Tolvanen is the man. 89 overall. 5-point night. Tomasino, Smith, Tuck, Anisimov. I mean, did anyone not get a point? Come on, you bums. Draper, Yarventi, Fabro, and Kovalev. 2 forwards and 2 defensemen. That's it. Holy shit, what a game. All right. 10-4. 5 games in a row. And look at that. Look at our division. The first 2 teams, Chicago and Colorado, they have respectable records, but the Stars, 13, 12, and 4, we can absolutely catch them. I'm going to keep it calm. I'm going to keep it calm right now. I don't know what this team is simulating. We're on a 4-game winning streak. Let's go another week here. We got 2 games against Winnipeg and a game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. Let's see what we got. This is the winning streak. 6 in a row. 7 in a row. Oh my god. Cameron Ramsey's back. Okay, so let's just continue, and then I'll bring him back. 8 in a row. What the hell's going on? I knew it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 in a row. I freaking knew it. This is a good team, man. How can you have 2 90 overall players, a +5 on the first? Maxim Anisimov, 40 points in 33 games played. The man has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. The man has arrived. Ukraine Wayne is no joke. He is no joke. 40. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Hell yes. Hell yes. And then Tomasino and Tolvanen doing great on that second line. And Lavallee still stuck at 50. I want to get him back with Ramsey. Yeah. So Evangelista, you're out. Ramsey, you're back in. And I want to get Lavallee going again. Yeah. There it is, LaRue. Sorry about that, boys. I just had to get a drink of water. But I'm actually seeing comments in the Twitch scouts right now. They're saying you've won all these games in a row. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's a good point, but I want that +5 with Lavallee and Fotinos, all right? I'm not just going to leave Evangelista and LaRue in there. I don't want that to happen, so I am going to make the line change. Power play, but you know what I will do? I will make a concession on the penalty kill. Remember my plan of keeping Draper and Ramsey on the second line penalty kill? After seeing what Tolvanen did, I'm going to leave Tomasino and Tolvanen on the second line penalty kill, and Draper and Ramsey are going to be moved back to the third line penalty kill. What do you guys think about that? Taking off Kempe might make us a little bit worse, but I do want these guys to get some ice time. And then there you go. You're playing your best players on the penalty kill now, right? Anisimov, do you think he's got any shorties? Now that I'm playing on the first line penalty kill, shorthanded points. He got 2 shorthanded points, so, he'd be down to 38 points right now if I didn't put him on the penalty kill. Yeah, he can handle it all. Maxim Anisimov is like Pavel Datsyuk 2.0, man. Oh my gosh. All right, so, did we do what I wanted us to do? Hang on a second. Let's just finish the month. Let's just finish the month. They're still on a winning streak up against the Philadelphia Flyers. That's a win. That's a loss. All right, so there's the regulation loss. So out of the 14 games in the month, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 wins out of 14 with an overtime loss in there. All right, so 9-3, 9-4-1. Like, if we can just keep that up again over another 14-game stretch, Mason McTavish, 88 overall, should be coming back in the next couple of weeks. Let's just take it. Let's take it slow. All right. Another week: Chicago, San Jose, St. Louis, and Minnesota. What do we got here? Chicago. That's a win. We're right back to mild concussion. Okay, his estimated return is January 10th. So I'm just gonna replace him. Stop the sim. There you go. That's the new way I got to do it. But I got to find a replacement right now. We lost 7-0 against the St. Louis Blues right there. Ty Smith out. That's not good. So let me see what I can do here. Yeah, Norlinder, you're gonna move up. Course check. Yep. Power play. No. Course check. No. Who should get the first line power play time? Fotinos, Tolvanen, Tomasino, Lavallee. Oh, man, who should I throw in there? I need a defenseman. Fabro? What about Fabro? Tuck is already in there. Oh, I'm losing my +5 now. I'm losing my +5 because Korchak. Okay, so I need, you know what? What about we give a little shot to Yarventi? We still get the plus. What do you guys think about that? He's only going to get like a few games in here. How about get Emil Yarventi a little bit of power play time? We get him the +5 still on the first line power play. And we're not going to mess around with the second line because the second line seems to be working. Hell yeah, yeah. All right, we're going to give Yarvi a little bit of time here on the power play. 4-man power play. Do I have any mistakes happening here? Of course, Jack. So let me get in Yarvi again. Let me go Yarvi. All right, just so I can keep it simple. And he does give us the X factors. Penalty kill. Fuck, Ty Smith. Okay, so Korchak, you're going to come off for Kovalev. I'm going to run with Kovalev, Hedman, Korchak, no, Foot, Norlinder. All right, so we're going to have to make a lot of line changes when he comes back. But this is the mistake I made in the last video. I was just so fed up with that injury, I just kept the sim going. What a mistake that was. Foot. There you go. Korchak, Kovalev, Fabro. And then 3, Norlinder, and Korchak. Yeah, okay, that's good. Extra lines, yeah, I have to keep changing this. Kovalev, I do not want to throw the season because I'm unwilling to change up the lines. Extra lines, 3v3 lines. Korchak, I'll just replace you with Fabro. Yeah, because Kovalev is already in there, and then the extra attackers. All right, good. So I know it's a little bit of micromanaging in there, ladies and gentlemen. I know he's going to be back in a few days, but I'm going to keep on making those decisions. And then the AHL team, 24-6-0. So that's what I need for my AHL team. That's going to help Gale Gordon jump. You know what I mean? And he'll be our NHL head coach next year, unless, of course, this head coach can just deliver the goods. So let's keep the simulation going. We had a win against Chicago there, which is big. Lost 7-0 loss, but Ty Smith was injured in that game. Let's go another 2 games here. The St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild. That's a win. Fuck yeah. Oh my God. So we had our 2 losses, but we're not picking up losing streaks anymore. You know what I mean? We're answering back with W's. All of a sudden, we're 20-17-2, and we are 4th in our division. We sit 1 point out of 3rd and only 5 points out of 2nd. So I think we've turned this around a little bit, man. I think we've turned this around. All right, so let's go 1 game at a time here. I think we're going to have a McTavish or the other guy come back. Ty Smith, there he is. He's going to be a lingering injury, so let me get up to that day. Multiple players on Nashville are now eligible to be dressed. Multiple players. Did somebody get in? No. What? Mason McTavish has returned, ladies and gentlemen. Well, what do I do? We've been playing so well. The second, oh no, it's one of them good problems, isn't it? We've been playing so well, do I break it up? I don't know what to do. All right, hang on a second. Let's just simulate up to the game against the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, I want to make sure that they're not coming back with lingering injuries. Bench McTavish, dumb hair, trade him. Okay, enough of the Twitch scouts. McTavish still injured, all right, so I can make this easier on myself for this first game. Of course, Shaq. All right, so I know a lot of micromanaging here, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize, but it has to be done. Was it? Did I have it like that? Yeah, 5-1-1. Yeah, 5-1-1. That was it. Power play lines. Yarventi. Let's see what you did, bud. Did you get any power play points? 0 power play points. It didn't help. Don't worry about it, Yarvi. Don't worry about it, my man. You're in your rookie season. It's all good. Ty Smith in there. Second line power play. All right, so LaValle, 17 goals. He's not really getting many power. No, he didn't get many power play goals playing at center. So I'm going to move LaValle back down to his one-timer position. Tuck is out for McTavish, right? Oh, no. I'm just doing the defensive changes right now. He's not ready to go. He's not ready to go just yet. Ty Smith. That's it. That's all we're doing. Son of a... My brain is working too fast with the game to keep up with me right now. Slow it down. Slow it down. There's Ty Smith. Let's get the penalty kill going now. You got Victor Hedman. I want Ty Smith back in there. Whoa. Really? Where's Ty Smith? Foot, Norlinder. What? Okay. That's EA for you. Foot, Norlinder. Let's go Kovalev on that second with Foot. There you go. And then Norlinder, Fabro. Yep. Beautiful. Beautiful. That looks good to me. We're going to get Foot out of there, and we're going to get... Where? Do I have Foot twice? Why doesn't Smith pop up? That is so weird, man. What? Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, it doesn't let me go from Foot to Smith. This game, man. It is all over the place sometimes. Smith, Fabro. We're going to get Kovalev in there now. There it is. Fabro and Kovalev. And then Norlinder and who was it? Fabro, Foot. Wait. Okay, I'm missing someone here. Smith, Hedman. Kovalev, Fabro. Norlinder, Foot. That's the one. Okay, sorry. Foot, I think Foot was the better penalty killer as well than Fabro. That's the one. Yeah, Foot. There it is. Okay, sorry, boys. Sorry, all over the place. There you go. There you go. That looks much better now. And the second line penalty kill, no, the third line penalty kill, I'm going to take Kempe out of there. I'm going to put, oh, no, not McTavish just yet. It's just the defenseman. I am all over the place. Extra attackers, Kovalev, what the? I know Ty Smith is in there. Like, why doesn't it let me select him? Oh, this game. Full of glitches, ladies and gentlemen. Full of glitches. Get Kovalev in there, Foot, Ty Smith. We get out of there for Fabro. All right, there you go. 3-on-3 lines, 3-on-3 Hedman, Fabro. No, we're going to get Smith in there instead. Hang on a second. Yeah, they could definitely do a better job of being able to change up the lines here. And then extra attackers, shootout. Yeah, that looks all good. All right. Okay, so to sum it all up, we got Ty Smith back in there. Our penalty kill and our power play has gone back, and we're still waiting for Mason McTavish to get rid of that lingering injury before he can make it back, all right? So I'd like to take it just one game at a time right here. He might make it back for the game against the Boston Bruins, so let's just wait there. Another win, all right? So we got a shootout loss and then answered by a win. When was the last time we've lost 2 in a row? Last time we lost 2 in a row was the first 4 games of last month. Oh, my God, yeah, we're doing good. We're simulating very well right now. All right, so let me back out again. I know, micromanaging. I know it's not the greatest part of the video, but it has to be done. Has to be done, ladies and gentlemen. Scratch players. McTavish is ready to play. All right, so Tomasino, he's got, yeah, he's only a +2. Tuck, -2. You know what? The line's not that great. So you know what? I'm going to move you over here. No, Tuck. Damn. LaValle just got 3 more goals. Oh, man. I might want to do this. I might want to do this right now. What do you guys think about trying a few games like this? Because I like the way Ramsey, LaValle, and Fotinos are playing. They're plus players, and they're getting points. And that +5, if I put Tuck up there, it's a +3. You know what I mean? I like the +5 with Ramsey instead. I got to be honest with you guys. Tuck can't be 4th. I know I signed him to a 2-year deal. Tavish out. No, McTavish is definitely getting the play. All right, we're playing pretty well. If we start to go on a little bit of a losing streak for whatever reason, then I can switch these lines around, all right? Let's just see what happens with this, though. Power play. All right, so get all these guys back in there. Mason McTavish. So you're out for Tuck. There you go. And we're going to get LaValle in his one-timer position. We even get more chemistry when we do that. Tolvanen, Tomasino, yeah, that looks all great. 4-man power play, looks good. For second-line power play, let me take out Kempe and get McTavish back in there. All right, and I'll switch him up on the lines as well. Tolvanen, Smith, McTavish, Tomasino. Ooh, the lines are looking good again. Penalty kill line 1, penalty kill line 2, penalty kill line 3. I don't need McTavish on the penalty kill. I want Draper and Ramsey to have some time, so we're not going to do anything there. But he can be on the 3-man penalty kill instead of Kempe. Oh, I had the wrong guy. There you go. Instead of Kempe, McTavish. There you go, McTavish. Extra lines, Forsberg and Isimov. Yep. Tomasino, Tolvanen. Yep. LaValle and Fotinos. Yep. Sorry, McTavish. You don't really crack the roster here, buddy. Yep. And then Tomasino. I still like Tomasino as our second extra attacker. All right. Ooh, yeah. McTavish has definitely lost a little bit of ice time on this team, huh? With all these young players now. So keep your eyes on Ramsey. If we have any kind of failure here in the next few games, I'm going to make that switch. But I want to... Hang on a sec. Can you guys remember this for me on Twitch? LaValle. +2 with 18 goals. Oh, he's 84 overall now. He's already grown to an 84 overall. Let's go. So LaValle, 18 goals, 6 assists. Fotinos, 10 and 21. All right. And +2... and a +1. So we'll see if the third line is actually producing or if they're starting to trend downwards, all right? So let's get back to the simulation. So we're back to our full team here. We're back to our full team with our line changes. Let's see, against the Boston Bruins. Please. Don't stop. It was the 3-2 loss against the Boston Bruins. Are they a good team? They're a good team in the East. Oh, no. This is the thing, man. We start losing games that all of a sudden I should have kept things the same. Let's go one more week. LA, Edmonton, Seattle. That's a 3-2 loss. There's 2 in a row. Broken nose for Victor Hedman. He can't play through a broken nose. Estimated return is January 31st. I'm just going to replace him. He should be back in like the next week. That's a win over Edmonton. That's a win over Seattle. All right, so let's go back and take a look at those lines right now. Damn, man, the injuries are hitting me big time. Broken nose. Jeez. All right, LaValle, +4. 19 goals. What do you guys think? Ramsey's better for that line, or should I be moving up Tuck? I don't know. Hang on. Woo! 2 wins, leave it. Yeah, keep it for now. I agree. What about Maxi Benisimov? 48 points, +4. Yeah, okay. Everything seems to be working. So let's not go crazy. Yeah, let's just leave it the way it is. Victor Hedman, who's playing on the front? I'm just going to leave Victor Hedman out right now. I don't want to make all these line changes just for like a week's worth of games, all right? I know we're going to suffer a little bit here, but he said he'd be back on the 29th, so it's like 2 or 3 games. It's fine. All right, so back-to-back against Arizona, 3 points would be nice. 3 points. Victor Hedman's available to play, so I'm just going to go through these 2 games against Arizona. I wanted 3 points, and we lose 2 in regulation. Victor Hedman, thank God for coming back. All right, so the injuries are still hitting us, and they're hitting the wrong players as well. You know what I mean? I'm not getting hit with injuries to players that I could replace. I'm getting hit with injuries to Victor. He's still fucking lingering. Hang on, let me leave him in there. Let me just simulate to next game. Is it one more day? How do you have a broken nose lingering injury? Come on, man. Let's see. Get him back in. I can't afford to lose him for an extended period of time. We got to just go. Yeah, advanced day. Up against the St. Louis Blues. 3 in a row we're going to lose now? 3 in a row. Oh, my God, man. Injuries are killing me. Without McTavish and without Hedman, man, my record has been god-awful, and there's nothing I can do about it. Lefty, Hedman, get your ass back in there and start help. How is he still fucking injured? Holy shit, EA Sports. You're so bad. It's so bad, man. Broken nose. He comes back. Oh, he's still going to be injured for another fucking week. Holy crap. Korczak, get back in there. Oh, my God, man. Just have him be injured. And then he comes back and he's ready to play. 4-1 victory over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Edit lines. Holy crap, man. Scratch players. Are you ready to go? You're ready to go now. Your nose is ready. You can smell again. God. Injury's the fucking worst. There you go. He's back in there. All right. Victor Hedman is back in. Let me just make sure. The power play's back to being good. Penalty kill's back to being good. Extra lines. Yeah. Goaltenders. Yeah. All right. Everything is back. Now, let's see. Have these guys dropped off at all? 19 goals. -2. We have lost some games. Let me move Tuck up. Let me move Tuck up a little bit. Let me just see if we can kind of like, I don't know, find some consistency again. Man, we were doing so good, and now I feel like we can't win a game. All right, just can we get through a couple weeks with no injuries? We got the All-Star break right here. 4 games before the All-Star break. Let's win. Let's get, like, out of 8 points, let's get 6 points, all right? Come on, boys. Up against the St. Louis Blues first. That's a shootout loss and oh, man, losing. What the fuck? How were we winning all those games to all of a sudden just losing? What? Our team has gotten better with McTavish. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? How? Tuck, LaValle, he's gone to -1 now, you know what? I'm keeping that line at +5. I am. I'm just, I do not understand how all of a sudden we start to lose. Do I have a line that's out of position here? McTavish, Tomasino, Tolvanen. I could try to move these guys. Get Tolvanen in a shooting position a little bit more. Playmakers on the point. That looks fine. That looks fine. Yeah. Penalty kill. That looks fine. Penalty kill 2 looks fine. You know what? If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. Yeah, we have to. McTavish, I'm going to roll my best players. McTavish and Kempe. All right? To hell with these young guys. I have to get into the playoffs. I have to. So, penalty kill, third line penalty kill. We're going to shake it up. Tomasino, that's good. McTavish, yeah, that's good. Extra lines. Forsberg, Tomasino. Valle, Fontaine. You're good. You're good. Yeah, that's all good. Extra attackers. Yeah, that's good. All right. So I got to hope that was just a bad stretch, man. Even Askarov's numbers have gone up a little bit. I got to hope that was just a bad stretch. All right, we can look at it like, man, I was 4 games below 500. We won all those games. I pulled ourselves ahead, and now we're 1 game below 500 again. How does that happen, man? How do I go a whole like month and a half without losing 2 in a row to all of a sudden losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of my last 8? Holy shit, the simulation in this game. All right, there's nothing much I can do, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to continue the simulation. So, yeah, 3 games, Pittsburgh, Colorado, and Seattle. I thought we turned this season around. I don't know what to make of this team. There's a win. There's a shootout win. And now 3 in a row. Man, what a streaky team we are. The only thing I can say is we must be like a young team. We have the skill, but we don't have the consistency just yet. The good news is that our division, the 3rd place in our division, is definitely attainable. We just gotta fucking win some games, man. All right, we gotta get on a winning streak. Keep Ramsey on the 3rd line. Yeah, that +5 on the 3rd line is definitely better than Tuck there, so I'm gonna keep that going. Columbus, that's a win. That's okay. So all of a sudden we're on a winning streak again. Kuzmenko has been injured with a broken hand. All right, so I'm gonna replace him. I want to stop the simulation. Winning streak. We lose 7 of 8 to win 7 in a row. What in the fuck is All right, relax. It's good news. We're winning games. Just, have fun with it. 41-7-1 for Milwaukee. Hell yeah. Gail Gordon's going to be a stud coach after this year. Hickey, why are you moving up? Oh, I didn't put Hickey back in the lineup. Oh, shit. Oh, well. Hickey, center. I don't have any forwards. All right, let me just move some of these guys down a little bit. Yeah. I don't have any extra forwards. Hickey's the defenseman playing on the forward core. All right, so be it. They're playing well still. Yeah, I'm not going to change it. He'll be back for the playoffs. Anisimov, 66 points in 60 games played. He's already got more assists this year than he had last year, and he looks to be on pace to beat his goal mark as well. That's good to hear. All right, another 2 games. Basically, if we can win these 2 leading into the trade deadline, I mean, I'm not trading away draft picks. That's a loss, and that's all. I don't know. I think we shouldn't do anything. I think we should just stay put at this year's trade deadline and say, you know what, boys? I mean, it's good for a building year. A young player's trying to make it into the playoffs at the end of the season. I don't feel comfortable trading away any of these players. All right, and I don't feel comfortable trading away draft picks to move up. I'm not trading away our draft pick. Let's see, Oilers. Oh my God. The Oilers are 30-28-4. They're currently not in the playoffs. And the Bruins, 37-21-5. Clearly, they are going to make the playoffs. Now, we could have 2 draft lottery picks. Might just have 1, might have none. I'm all right with a lot of different scenarios right here. I do feel like our team has turned a corner. That bad start, that 8-12 bad start is really adding up right here. But we're only 3 points out of a playoff spot. And we have the same amount of games played as the Stars. Okay, so I bring you guys back to the contract extension decision. What do we want to do? A guy like Ty Smith, let's see what kind of season he's had. 8 goals, 23 assists, 31 points, a -7. Now, he's clearly our second best defender. He gets power play time. How much money does he want now? Oh my God. We should have signed him. I shouldn't have fucking... Now I can't even get him signed to the Anisimov window. Oh my God. $7.9 million. Holy crap. All right, well, he doesn't want an extension. Trade him? No, I don't think I'm going to trade him. I think I just ride out the season with him, let him walk to free agency. Dante Fabro, how much do you want? $6 million. I mean, no, I'm not doing this. Kovalev, what do you want, my man? He went up to 7.5. What do you guys think about Kovalev? Should probably just wait on. You know what? With Anisimov, I should wait on all of them. Yeah, we should just wait. I don't know what the growth holds for these guys. I don't know what the future holds for them. I don't know what their growth is going to be. We should just hold. Extend Kovalev for how long, though? Because I'd want to extend him to 8 years. Right? Because he'll be 23 when it kicks in. Take him up to 30. Instead, you can just have to sign him for next year. Kovalev is an RFA, yeah. You know what? Maybe I can match him with the guys who, what's it called? Anisimov, not Anisimov, Tolvanen and Tomasino. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tolvanen and Tomasino have, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they got 5 more years after this. So if I sign Kovalev to a 5-year extension, he would grow. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good. 5-year extension for Kovalev. Does he want one? He doesn't want one. I think I might still be able to get him cheap. 5-year extension at what, 5.5? Should you try that? 5-year extension, 5.5. Even if he's a top 4, 5.5 is not bad. I was thinking about paying Ty Smith like $7 million. The cap is going up. We are in year number 5. Overpaid, 5 times 5.5. Yeah, that walks him right into free agency. 5 years, yeah, but then it'll be 20. You're right. I want to get him long term. No, that's, yeah. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to wait. I'm just going to wait. He's an RFA. We have the rights to him. I want to wait until the Anisimov. I don't want to sign anyone. And I got to see how he simulates. And Victor Hedman's not going to stay here forever, so we got to find another defenseman. I got to see what he's like with the new head coach. Yeah. Let's take our time. Let us take our time. All right, so that pretty much just leaves us with the trade deadline, ladies and gentlemen, so let's head into it. Last game before the trade deadline up against the Arizona Coyotes. We already lost back-to-back in regulation against them, and look at their record. Are we going to lose again against Arizona? Couldn't even see. Keep current trade block. Couldn't even see. Enter the trade deadline. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The trade deadline is on. You got Zach Werenski available, 88 overall. He is 29 years of age, all right? Nazem Kadri, 3 years left. 88 overall, 36 years of age. Adam Pelech, 32 years of age, 3 years left, 87 overall. Ryan Pulak, Jared McCann, Cole Lind, Evgeny Malkin, Ryan O'Reilly, Joe Pesci. Brett Pesci, Pavel Buchnevich. All right, trade alert. The Toronto Maple Leafs trade a first-rounder and a third-rounder and Frolov to Vegas in exchange for Robbie Fabry and Pettersson. All right, Toronto, there you go. Now, here's my argument about making trades, right? So let's just say we wanted to trade for Zach Werenski. The trade value is quite substantial. The thing is, though, I don't want to make any trades because a trade doesn't guarantee that we make the playoffs, right? You can have another injury that happens, and then you just trade away either a draft pick or a prospect. Like, the future is coming. The future is coming. Philadelphia trades Shane Gostisbehere Hathaway to Vancouver in exchange for a first and H. Barry. All right, so Vancouver loading up for the playoffs. Yeah, I don't really like the idea of trading anyone away here on this team. 31, 28, and 4. I got to think that, you know, we've been able to simulate well. I just got to hope for a good sim to end the season. I don't see us acquiring anything. Our first line is fine. Our second line is fine. Our third line, I love the idea of Ramsey playing on that third line. It's clearly working as well. Pittsburgh Penguins trade Malkin and Walker to Carolina in exchange for a first. Wow. The Carolina Hurricanes loading up on a veteran, Geno Malkin. Big one. Big one, man. Oh, my God. Okay. The only thing I could get is a defenseman. 3 years left at 32. He's got exact elite. Adam Pelech. Let's see this, Pelech. And he does have some X factors, which would help out. Alex Pietrangelo traded from Vegas to the Florida Panthers in exchange for a first. My God, things are moving around. All right, so what would they want? If I was going to move a defense, what would they want? They don't want anybody. And the only players that they want are my younger players. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not loading up for a playoff push. It's not the year. Keep on using your draft picks. Keep on using your prospects. Keep on using all of this stuff to ensure that the dynasty eventually comes out. These could be good players that we draft, good trading assets. When we turn them into players, become trading assets for future years at future trade deadlines. This ain't the year. I like my team. Unless we were getting a young player in his mid-20s, like a big-ass trade, a player like at the old, like 26 years of age, like 28, Cole Lind. He's 87 overall. Cole Lind. 87 overall two-way forward. But where would he play? My forward core is already set. I would need like a defenseman. Calgary Flames trade Nazem Kadri to LA in exchange for Dursey and a third-round pick. Okay. So is there like a defenseman, 29 years of age? Zach Werenski, 29? No, I don't want that. Ryan Pulak, 32. Pelech, 32. No. 28. Top 10 players available. Let me just see what we got here. Look at all the players. Yeah, I'm going through. Josh Morrissey, 31. Tom Wilson, Drouin, Hayton. Trade alert. The Anaheim Ducks trade Dostal Strome to the Calgary Flames in exchange for Carson Soucy and 2/3. So some depth moving around. Krebs. Doughty. 1 year. How good is Doughty? 85. Nah, no point in that. Gallagher, Dougie Hamilton, 33. It's all these older guys, man. If I was clearly a playoff team, I wouldn't mind trading for one of these guys, but I'm not, and I would hate to give up something good just to miss the playoffs, right? I would absolutely hate it. Washington Capitals trade Tom Wilson to the New York Rangers in exchange for Kumatov. Tom Wilson to the Rangers, oh my god. Wenberg, Mikheyev, Graves. Yeah, and then we're dropping down to the 83s and 84s. Sidney Crosby, 82 overall. Ovechkin, 82 overall. These two guys are on the block. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So I do not see anything. Pelech is a good deal. Pelech. It is a good deal. It'd only be 2 more years after this year, and he's got his exact elite, so he might drop down to top 4. The problem is, what do I give up, right? So I like to make the trade go through. It would be an upgrade. So let's say I would trade in, I don't know, like Norlinder. All right, give up Norlinder. And then skaters matching the block. I don't want to trade you, 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 don't want to trade you. And then all these go, wait, let me just sort by trade value. Don't want to trade you. Chara? I just don't know if this Chara guy is going to become something that I want to hold on to, right? Like, commit to the future. Yeah. No, I don't like any of it, ladies and gentlemen. If we made the playoffs and won the cup, I'd love it. But I'm feeling like we're gonna make a trade and we're gonna miss the playoffs. And if we miss the playoffs, I want to miss the playoffs playing our younger players, not giving up any prospects or draft picks or anything like that, right? Oh my God! In exchange for our first, and what did that? Philippe Danault went to Toronto. Oh my goodness. All right, so YouTube, we're going to just do some power of video editing. We will cut it back if anything major happens, but for the most part, we are going to stand still at this year's trade deadline. So let's jump to the end. All right, YouTube, 5 minutes left in the trade deadline. We did not make any moves ourselves. We tried some fine trade, but realistically, there was nothing big coming back. It was all rentals. It was all veterans, and I was not willing to give up on our future for a year that's in question. All right, so we decided to not make any trades, and basically, we're just going to give this young team the chance to get into the playoffs, all right? I mean, a winning culture, a winning mentality. Go out there and get that win, and if we don't get in the playoffs, then hell, we have a first-round draft pick that might be a lottery pick, considering our luck over the last few, and yeah, don't worry about it, all right? I mean, the future is coming. So if you guys want to take a look at some of the trades in there, I really wish EA, if you allowed me to click on each player and each draft pick so I could really look at their value. Because by the time you get to like year 5, year 6, you have no clue how good these players are anymore. You know, you don't know who's grown, who's dropped off. So these are just names on the screen, basically. EA, I'd like to see a little bit more detail there in your trade summary screen. Here you go, though. Bo Horvat and Dougie Hamilton to the Carolina Hurricanes in exchange for McKenna and Coughlin. McKenna was the guy that was drafted after Fotinos, if you remember. So that's a big trade right there. Seattle got Adam Pelech, so we did not pick up Pelech. He went to Seattle in exchange for Jared McCann and a 5th. Urho Vakanainen, $1.75 million for 1 year. I don't need that. That's fine. And here we go. All right, so the stretch run, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Will we be able to make it in? So let's do a little bit of math here, all right? So we got 1, 2, 3, 7, 9, oh my God, 12, 15, well, 12, 15, yeah, 15, 18, 22. We have 22 games remaining, ladies and gentlemen. No, we already played 63. I counted that wrong. Hang on a second. You know what? Fuck. If we've played 63 games, then I only have 19 games remaining, all right? So we got 19 games remaining. Where are we right now? We're only 3 points out of the playoffs. We don't have any games in hand. The Wild are actually ahead of us with 2 games in hand as well. Yeah, man. I mean, with 19 games left, you definitely want to win. You want to win like 14 of those games. Yeah, it's going to be tough. We're going to need some help. We're going to need some help from the other teams. It doesn't help that we've just lost 3 in a row right here. We're a streaky-ass team, man. Ah, God. But I'm just going to let these guys try to make it in, all right? I'm not going to make any more line changes. It is what it is. Anisimov is a +11. with 68 points in 63 games played. So the first line is doing their job. Tomasino is a +3. McTavish is a +5. Tolvanen is a +6. The second line doing its job. Third line, Fotinos is +1. Lavallee has got 21 goals. Ramsey's a -2. And then the third line, -14. I mean, the fourth line. The fourth line's not doing great. Kovalev +7. Hedman a +5. They're all doing like 5v5 were great. Maybe it's the penalty kill or something. I don't know. Askarov, a 910 save percentage for Askarov. Like, we're a weird team, man. I think it's our depth. I think it's our young players on our bottom six. They're just not good enough to get us over the hump, but we're definitely doing fine. Can we make it into the playoffs? All right, so good luck to the youngins. This is a winning culture, competitive culture. I didn't just blow it up. I didn't try to change up the team. All right, either we're good enough to make the playoffs or we're not good enough. So we'll go 1 week at a time. 3 games: Dallas, LA, and Anaheim. Let's see, Dallas. Definitely want to beat Dallas. LA, the Kings. Where are the Kings? Definitely want to beat the Kings. And the Ducks, definitely want to beat the Ducks. 3 huge games here. The Canucks, they're clearly at the top of their division. 3 huge games here. We could be competing with all 3 of these teams for the wild card. So first game up against the Dallas Stars. It's a shootout loss. Got a point though, but still not great. Next game up against the LA Kings. That's a win in regulation as well. Anaheim Ducks. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Adrian Kempe has been injured with a pulled groin. Oh, my God, man. The injury bug has killed me this year. It's all my best players that are getting injured. Mason McTavish, my first and second line center, and my first line defenseman, man. Holy crap. Jesus. Oh, LaRue's back in there. All right, so, you know what? Let's try this. McTavish back on the first line, right? That will open up Tuck to go up to the second line, which was doing good. We can keep Ramsey there and LaRue, right? So that's actually not that bad. Power play. Oh, man. I'm screwed on the power play, though. Who do I get in there? McTavish. So who did I sit? I sat Tuck. If I go Joel, is it a +5? It's a +5. All right, Joel, you're getting the chance, buddy. You're getting the chance. We're going to go Alex Tuck in there on the second line power play. There you go. Alex Tuck. You get your ass in there right there. So some power forwards in there. 4-man power play. Yeah, that looks good. 4-man power play. McTavish. So Kempe wasn't even on the 4-man power play. Good. Penalty kill. We have Kempe in there. It's going to be LaRue. Might as well throw in Tuck. Throw the best players in there. I have to rely on the best players right now. 3-man penalty kill. We're not even using them. Good. Extra lines. Are we using Kempe on the extra lines? No, we're not using them there. And we're not using them there. All right. So we don't have a +5 in the first line anymore. Kempe gets hit big time with the injury. We get 3 points out of a possible 6 against teams that we needed to beat. Yeah, we're right there, but I don't think we're good enough. Yeah, the Stars, though, they're not looking great as well. The Wild are going to be a tough one. All right, so let's get back to the simulation here. Kempe, we need you back as soon as possible. Up against the Vancouver Canucks, ladies and gentlemen. Top team in their division, so I expect a loss here, and that's a win. All right, so now we get to go to the Eastern Conference. Now, I don't want to say that we don't have to beat these teams because every win matters right now for us. We need as many points as possible, but it's not like losing to one of these teams is going to be like a 4-point swing, right? So yeah, Ottawa Senators, 33, 24, and 6. Can we beat the Sens? That's a 4-2 loss. The Toronto Maple Leafs, 43, 19, and 3. Can we beat the Leafs? Kempe, you coming back at all, bud? He is. You know what? Let me just continue because it's going to be lingering injury. 1-0 loss. Oh, my God. Yeah, don't think we're making the playoffs in year number 5, and there you go. The Eastern Conference trip gave us 3 regulation losses in a row. That might be the season right there. We're now 5 points behind the Stars with a game in hand for the Stars as well. Damn, dude. Just can't get going, and I don't understand why. It must be the depth. It's just not clicking. Our team is just not clicking. It looks good on paper, and we're getting some good simulation, but it's just not resulting in enough wins. It's so hard. It's so weird, man. Kempe, get your lingering injury. Oh, my God. It's the most frustrating thing in this game, lingering injuries, man. They just linger forever at lines. Is he still lingering? Well, fuck it. We're at the end of the season. I gotta play him anyways now. Yeah, I'm leaving him in there. If it's lingered, so be it. God damn. Kovalev, Hedman, let me get him back in there. No, Lavallee, let me get Kempe back in there. Split them up, keep them where they were. McTavish, Tuck, you're off. Lavallee, get your ass in there. Lavallee, damn it. I've said it so much. Now I'm screwing it up again. Lavallee, very good. Penalty kill, Anisimov, Forsberg, Tomasino, yeah. Tuck, and Kempe. There you go. Extra lines, we didn't use them on the extra lines anywhere there, so those are the line changes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the final stretch. We basically have to run the table. Milwaukee Admirals, 49-9-1, so our AHL team did its job. I think we're definitely firing this head coach this year. He is just not good enough to get us in. So the Minnesota Wilds, if we can beat them here, we will tie them with 73 points. Huge game against the Minnesota Wild right here, ladies and gentlemen. Huge game against the Minnesota Wild. We are on a 3-game losing streak. We've lost 4 of our last 5. This losing streak right here at the end of the season is killing us, and a shootout loss. I'm sorry, Nashville. I tried my best. The simulation engine is just not gifting us anything. Oh, my God. All right, we ain't making the playoffs. No, ain't happening. 72 points. 76 points. We're not got like 10 games left. We can get 20 points. We have to win like all 10 in a row, man. Holy crap. It's crazy. Up against the Winnipeg Jets, a bad team. Can we get a win against a bad team? Kuzmenko is back. All right, let me get him back in there. Hickey. Kuzmenko. There you go for our AHL squad. Kuzmenko, get your ass back there. There you go. The AHL squad playing again. 51-10-1. All right, switch back to the NHL. Come on, game. Hey, there's another regulation loss up against the Winnipeg Jets. Man, jeez, what an end to the year. See, this is why I'm glad I didn't make any trades at the trade deadline, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck you. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. Honest to God, with your lingering injuries, go fuck yourself. 2-1 loss against the Calgary Flames. Yeah, it ain't working. It ain't working. 4-2 win. You know what? You guys got a good idea in the Twitch fans. I'm going to do that. Let's play our young guns to end the year. Got to turn down the injury sliders next year? I don't know, man. I thought I had them pretty low. Still hitting us pretty hard, though. I don't get it. Forsberg. There you go. Ramsey, Kempe, Arventi, Tuck. There you go. Kempe, McTavish. Kempe can play the wing, right? Yeah. So we're just going to play with our young guns on the first line, give them some ice time, and let's see what they can do, all right? I don't care about it anymore. We've missed the playoffs. Anisimov did his job. Askarov actually pulled his save percentage up. It's just, I'll look at the team stats at the end of the season, but we just didn't simulate well for some reason. The individual stats and on paper it's there, but just the overall, I think it was the bad start as well. 8-12 to start the year. That did not help. All of a sudden, 2 in a row. Oh my God, yeah. Now take away my draft lottery chances. That's a regulation loss right there. Anaheim and Calgary. That's a shootout loss. Alex Tuck's been injured with a neck. Fucking hell, these injuries, man. Columbus Blue Jackets. Let's just get this season done and over with. Yeah. No, we have officially been eliminated from the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. The Nashville Predators will miss the playoffs for the 2nd year in a row. Fuck it. I'm just going to continue the simulation. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, pull a 5-game point streak out at the end of the year. What a streaky-ass team. Look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last 8 games of the year, we go 5-1-2. 5-1-2. We missed the playoffs by 4 points. Oh my God, man. Talk about a horrible season. 38, 36, and 8. We just couldn't pull it together, man. Could not pull it together. That's so frustrating. All right, so let's take a look at some of these individual stats and see where we went wrong, all right? The good news is that I do think we're going to be coming back for next year, and we're going to be looking a lot better. All right, so goals for per game. Let's see, Nashville, 2.95. So we didn't score enough goals. That's one thing. And that might be depth goal scoring right there. You know, our top guys got enough, but our depth wasn't there. Goals against per game, we let in way too many goals. All right, so our defense wasn't there also. Power play percentage, our power play was good, 17.1. And our penalty kill percentage, 83.7. Our power play and our penalty kill were fine. It was our 5v5. 5v5 just couldn't get it done. And we were horrible on the road. Last 10, 5, 3, and 2. Unbelievable. Such a streaky team. We had like 7 of 8 that we lost, then we like won like 9 of 10, and then we would lose again. Like, just a wild ass team. But there you go. It's good to see Ukraine Wayne improve. 36 goals in his sophomore year with 46 assists, 82 points, a plus 14. So there you go. Maxim Anisimov, his growth should be real good. Forsberg, a good year, 73, -3 though, so the first line wasn't great. I think Adrian Kempe as a first line center really didn't work for us. Oh my god, yeah, look at Adrian Kempe, 39 points in 78 games played. That just did not work out. Joel Lavallee, 27 goals in his very first year. Just shoots the puck, man. We're going to get those numbers up there. Don't worry, Joe. Fatinos, 44 points. Tomasino, Tolvanen. Yeah, we didn't score enough 5v5 goals, man. Tuck, McTavish, 32 points in 44 games played. If he would have played another 40 game, like that's a 60. Man, injuries. Injuries killed us this year. They absolutely annihilated us. Defenseman Victor Hedman did his job. Ty Smith, 34 points, -18. Yeah, you're not getting $8 million per year. Dante Fabro, Cal Foot, Kovalev. See what I mean about Kovalev? Like, plus 16, he was good, but he's not getting points. So I don't know how much that overall is going to grow. And then goaltenders ask, can I be angry with a 911 save percentage? You know what I mean? Like, in previous years, I had UC Saros at like 905, 900. Jeez, a 911 save percentage. That's pretty good there. I can't blame him. 64 games played. It's hard to explain. I don't know where this team went wrong, and in our division as well. It must have just been the injuries, and it must have been our depth. Our depth wasn't good enough to get us a little bit further, you know? So hang on a second. Let me take a look at the entire league. We'll go through all the stats here. Entire league. There you go. Wow, look at that. Patrick Laine leading the league in points with 99. Nathan McKinnon second with 98. Barkov, Matthews, Panarin, Draisaitl, Goudreau. Goals, let's see. Austin Matthews with 55. Patrick Laine, 53. There you go. Those two guys from that draft leading the league in goals. Rantanen, Pasternak, Bergeron, McKinnon. Defenseman. Quinn Hughes with the most points. Kale McCarr, Sergachev, Theodore, Dahlin. There's Victor Hedman. Most goals, Neil Pionk, Sean Dursey. Goaltenders, let's see. The most wins, Spencer Knight with 45. I want to see the best save percentage here. 63. Let me get the best save percentage with at least 50 games played. Samson up. I mean, Askarov is there. He's in the top 10. He's in the top 10 for save percentage for goaltend. What the hell happened, man? YouTube, maybe you guys can help define what happened in the year 5 season for Nashville. On paper, I like what I said. Like, we have the chemistry, we have the coach, we have the players, 90 overall, 94 overall defensemen, we have the plus 5s, we have point per game players, we have a top 10 in save percentage goaltender. God, man. Oh, and the rookies, right, the rookies. Hang on a second. Blue line isn't there? I don't know, man. I don't know about that. I think our blue line is actually fine, especially for our division. Just didn't happen. The injuries combined with everything, man. So, Rookie of the Year, Francisco Pinelli. There you go. He's 24 and he gets the Rookie of the Year. Aldrich Yager missed it out by 1 point. Fotinos in there and Lavallee. Shit! I keep on screwing this name up. We didn't get the second Calder, boys. We could have got Calder 3 years in a row. It's not going to go our way this year. How did Kemmel do? All right, let's take a look at the Chicago Blackhawks here. Chicago, the team that we traded everyone to. Forwards, let me see. Jonathan Marchessault, 77. Ren, 64. Kopitar, Brown, Kemmel, 51 points. There you go, Kemmel. Way to go, buddy. And he's up to an 85 overall. What about Bales, 27 points? Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm fine with that. Korchinski and Gustafsson. And what about Saros? A 913. You know what? I got Askarov at a 911 save percentage. UC Saros, I guess he just has a better team on front of him. I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, so we'll save the playoff simulation and the draft lottery for the next video. The Bruins, they made the playoffs. I forgot about that. The Oilers and Bruins both made the playoffs. So the only draft pick that we have in the draft lottery this year is going to be ours. And where do we sit? Hang on a second. Entire league, place, Where do we sit in the simulation? Nashville. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 9th. Could be that magical spot once again, ladies and gentlemen. 9th place, 3 years in a row. Well, you're gonna have to wait until the next video because I gotta completely rethink this roster now and do some freaking pre-scouting and everything. But the good news is that the AHL squad 55, 12, and 4. That's real good. That's real good. So let me know what you guys think. Year 5 did not go our way for the Nashville Predators. We made the playoffs years 1, 2, and 3, and now it's 2 years where we've missed it. I don't want to have another miss for the next, 15 years. You know what I mean? It's time for the Maxim and Nisimov show to take off. We had the 2 other guys, Fotinos and Lavallee, get their ice time this year. I'm hoping that we see some growth for next year, but we got to fill the team up with players around them. So depth, and the new freaking head coach. You know what? In fact, let's do it right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it right now. Where is the coaching staff? Let's freaking do it. All right? You're Gonzo Alonso, Foligno, you're trash. Your coaching influence, no one listens to you. I don't care about your individual stats. You're fired! Malachi Foligno, fired from the Nashville Predator organization. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. He is gone. All right, so that's that. I'm going to move my goalie coach up to the NHL head coach for right now. There you go. Like I'm moving back down to goalie coach when I need to move Gale Gordon up. All right, now we're going to save the AHL for the next video. I don't want it to be another 2-hour video. So thanks again, boys, for showing up. Take it easy, and I will see you all in the next one when we take it into the Year 5 offseason.